What's up YouTube? My name is Taj. Welcome to my channel. So today we have a foundation review for you. I have several foundation reviews coming your way. Some are going to be on new foundations, some are going to be on older foundations, but nonetheless, we're going to kind of run the gamut. Today we have one from Sephora. It is their Clean Beauty Foundation. Now, before we jump into the review, don't forget to go ahead and click the notification bell below so that you are notified every time I upload a video. What's up guys? So we're gonna jump into our demo. We're looking at the Sephora Clean Foundation in the number 17 shade, which is basically a tan shade for me. It is a clean skin glowing foundation enriched with matcha tea and vitamin C. It is meant to hydrate, leaving skin radiant, or leaving skin with a radiant finish and a light buildable coverage. It is dermatologist tested and non-comedogenic. It's a clean glowing skin foundation, which I mentioned already. Here's packaging. This is what it looks like. I like that it's a tube foundation, so like it's in a squeeze tube type thing, and it is a 1.1 fluid ounce, so 30 mils is pretty standard. You're getting just about, it's like usually you get 1 fluid ounce. So this is just a hair above what you would normally. Coffee guys, I need a little coffee in my system today on this Saturday morning. I'm gonna go ahead and prime my skin with the Smashbox Vitamin Glow Primer. I have been using this one for the last few weeks and I like it. It looks like this, has this kind of like tint to it that matches the packaging a little bit, kind of like a tan tint. I like it a lot. It's a little bit of glow to the skin there. And I'm gonna use my beauty blender to apply, which I always do. You guys know I'm a blender girl. So back of the hand to look at the consistency. This looks it looks nice and thick and creamy. So this is what we're looking like. As you can see, it's not dripping down the back of my hand or running down the back of my hand. And when I spread it out, it looks good and creamy. So we're gonna just take that and pop it on the skin. I like to apply my foundation like this most days. And I usually do 2 dots up there, roughly. Sometimes I'll just smudge it on my face like that, but nonetheless. And then I'll take whatever's left once we apply it and see if we need more, okay? But I'm gonna use my blender and just start going to town here and pushing that into the skin. Ooh, y'all, it's pretty good coverage. Look at that. Wow. My sponge is damp. I always use a damp sponge. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Look at that. Y'all see that? I'm on Sephora. Okay. Ooh, yes. Guys, I am impressed already. If this wears well in terms of how long it lasts and such, this could be a really good everyday foundation. Wow. Wow, I'm really impressed, guys. This looks so pretty. My skin looks really good. It looks healthy. Got a little hair right there popping up, so let me grab that. All right, let me get a little bit of sip of my coffee, please. All right, I'm going back up into what I have left on the back of my hand to apply on this side of the cheek where I still have a little bit of hyperpigmentation coming through. This side is covered pretty well. I can still see the hyperpigmentation on this side, but it just covered better over there. Get underneath here, underneath the chin. You don't want any lines of demarcation, guys. Oh my goodness. And it looks really pretty and glowy. I can see a glow to my skin. Now, of course, some of that's going to come from the primer, but I do know I've worn this primer before and it usually doesn't give off this sort of a glow immediately. So I would venture to say this is more the foundation than the primer. So skin match is pretty good. It looks like, I think I remember it being a neutral undertone. That's what I usually try to buy when I purchase foundation. So I'm thinking that's probably why the match looks pretty spot on. So pretty good shade match, guys. Okay, so that is all the product off the back of my hand. It is now on my face. I don't feel like I need to go in with any more. I think that's enough. You can see that that's actually pretty good. Let's see, let me get you guys a little closer. Pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and conceal and just do the rest of my face off camera, and then I'll be back with the full review. All right, guys. Here is the packaging for the foundation. It comes in a very convenient tube type bottle or container rather. It's easy to squeeze out. You take your top off and there goes your squeezy tube. Gonna be great for travel, gonna be great for ease of use. Because of the design, it's gonna be nice to store. You can kind of like stack it or lay it like this, or lay it this way. I find that these types of packaging is super helpful. And I feel like more companies should do this. Sephora did a really good job on this particular foundation. Let me go ahead and just read the claims on this one. This clean, glowing skin foundation enriched with matcha tea and vitamin C hydrates skin, leaving a radiant finish and light buildable coverage. So the claims are pretty basic here, very simple. Let's just talk about or look at what Sephora says about this foundation. A clean foundation that leaves skin looking radiantly healthy and hydrated with weightless buildable coverage. It is considered to be light, the coverage, the finish is radiant, the formula is of course liquid, and this is for normal to dry skin, which we've discussed this before. If you are new to my channel, my skin is normal and sometimes it leans dry. So the highlighted ingredients here are gonna be matcha tea, which is known to help hydration, known to help with hydration. And then vitamin C is going to be helpful for brightening the skin's appearance. So of course I have this foundation on today. I think it is a great skin match for me. I have the shade 17. This foundation was proven to provide long-lasting wear and hydration for up to 10 hours. Hey guys, checking in. We are in hour 6 of this wear test. I'll have it on for about 2 to 3 more hours, and then I'm gonna just rinse it or wash it off my face, take my evening shower. I have been in the garage, working and sweating, pulling out fall and Christmas decorations. So yeah, I am sweaty, but let's just look at what this looks like. So again, so you can see I've been working because earlier during my first check-in, my edges were like slick. And now look, I've broken 2 nails out there and I'm sweating. So I show you, that's the kind of day we are currently having, which is actually a fun day. I love doing this stuff every year. So, okay. So anyway, you would think this is a hair check-in, how many times I keep checking my hair, but I'm just trying to move it out of my face. But look at the foundation. It looks so beautiful. It really is a good everyday foundation right here. Like I said, you are able to see that hyperpigmentation peeking through. You can really see it really well right now, but it doesn't bother me. It looks so natural, it looks good. You can see it also over here. Blush is still in place, bronzer. I didn't put any highlighter on today. I redid it's a little lip gloss because it was looking, a little worn, and then I had worn off all the lipstick. Everything else looks good, guys. I think it's looking pretty bomb, especially considering that I've been outside and I'm sweating and running around, picking stuff up, lifting up tile and crap like that. So Not bad at all. I will do my final check-in and review later. Bye, guys. So currently, I've had this foundation on for roughly 6 hours, and it looks amazing. I love the way it looks. Like I show you guys in my wear test portion of the video, you can see some hyperpigmentation showing through. So you can build this up for it to be a full coverage foundation, but it is very much so what it says it is. It is a light foundation. Now, if I wanted to really make it a full coverage foundation, like I was going for full on coverage, I didn't want any flaws, if you will, to show through, then you could either just continue to build it up with the foundation itself, or you could go in with a concealer to conceal those spots or those areas where you feel like you might just want to have a little bit more protection or coverage rather. But I really like this foundation. The texture is creamy. You guys will see that from the demo. It has a very nice creamy texture to it. I feel like the shade match is pretty spot on. This is a 1.1 fluid ounce container, so just above like 0.1 additional fluid in here, right? Additional product is in here. So that's nice of Sephora, but I can tell that this would wear for a solid 10 hours. And I think that's what it says you can get out of this. Yeah, I feel like you could wear this for a solid 10 hours. All right, y'all, it's time to wrap this review up. I have had this on for 8.5 hours roughly. Not roughly, it's 8:30. So yeah, I've had it on for 8.5 hours. And this is what we're looking like. So I'll get closer. Let's look at that. It's time. Let's take a look at the face. We look good. The complexion still looks really good, I think. It's got some shine going on, but it's natural looking shine, and it's actually supposed to be that way, right? Based on what the claims are, that it's a skin glowing foundation. We do have a little bit of separation right here around the smile lines and a little tad going on around the nose. Not nearly as egregious as some others that I have tried. So again, skin looks good, did not oxidize or change on me at all. Looks really good. I like this foundation. Like I said, it's really good for every day, especially if it's just gonna be in the house. Like if you're still working remotely or quarantining or whatnot, this is really a good just everyday foundation. You don't have to, you know, if you just want to even out your skin tone, I like it. So yeah, hour, almost 9, guys. So it says 10-hour wear. So I think you could get a full 10 hours out of this and not have a problem. So we'll see you later. The only thing is, which I haven't tested yet, is how it wears under a mask. I'm about to head out, and I'm very curious to see what this, you know, how this wears, because of course I'll be putting on a mask before I head into the store. So I'm kind of curious to see how it'll wear. I did set this with a powder foundation like I always do. When I put on my concealer, I had about medium coverage. When I put on the powder foundation, it was still a pretty medium coverage because I didn't put on a lot. So, and like I said, I'm okay with that, especially for day-to-day wear. I don't need to have a full-on, you know, full beat. If I do, I have foundations for that. But I feel like for people who have very minimal imperfections on the skin, or if you just don't want to wear a whole bunch of foundations and you don't mind that your hyperpigmentation is peeking through, this is really nice. This is a really comfortable foundation. It doesn't feel heavy on my skin. It doesn't necessarily feel like I'm wearing foundation. If I wasn't being thoughtful, which I usually am when I'm wearing makeup, I could touch my face, forget that I was wearing foundation, and then, you know, fully mess up my look. So that's how comfortable it is. I do feel like there's some breathability to the foundation. It of course is going to transfer because it is not considered to be transfer proof or transfer resistant. It is not sweat resistant, but it also is not runny. It's not going to run off your face, you know, be sliding down your face if you're sweating. But if you're, of course, I feel like if you're going to be profusely sweating, like if you're going to be in the gym hitting it hard, or in, like I was out in my garage today working, I was sweating, but it's not 100-degree day here. It's in the 80s. So therefore the product is going to hold up a little bit better. If it were 100 degrees and my face was sweating, or I had hair, you know, sweat dripping down from my hair onto my face, I probably would see some streak marks, because this is not one of those types of foundations. It's just a basic, very comfortable everyday foundation that is said to have good ingredients in it that is going to be clean. One of the biggest claims on this foundation is that it does give you a glowing like look to your skin. I really agree with that, because A lot of companies will say, oh, we have glowing, this is a glowing foundation, and then you put it on and I'm like, where's the glow? And I have to wait hours to see my natural oils push through for the foundation to actually look like that, you know, make it look like my skin has a glow to it. This foundation, I don't feel like does that. This really does give an automatic glow to the skin, so I like that. So when they say that this is a clean product, really what they mean is it doesn't have any sodium lauryl sulfates, you know, those types of ingredients that people usually go, if you are into clean beauty. So the products are gonna be paraben free, SLS free, which is sodium lauryl sulfate. It's also gonna be formaldehyde free, mineral oil free, synthetic fragrances, and those types of products are gonna be left out of this particular formulation, which is always good, especially if you're fighting acne or rosacea or any of those type of skin issues. You want to look for brands that push clean ingredients. So this one, A+. Quickly on this, the price is $20. It is new, so it's probably going to be 20 bucks for quite some time, but for it to be at Sephora, it is actually pretty well priced. I hope that was helpful and informative, guys. If you have tried this foundation, don't forget to let me know below, and I will talk to y'all in the comments. So I will check you in the next one.